Today in this video, I'm going to talk about 4 points that are going to improve your English in a very fast manner. I personally believe that these points and tips that I'm going to share with you are really going to help you in your journey of learning English. Before I start, make sure that you don't miss any part of this video, as each and everything that I'm going to tell you is very important for you as an English learner. So let's begin. The first point that I'm going to talk about is overthinking. Now, what is overthinking? Overthinking means thinking more and doing less. This happens with almost every English learner. In the beginning, you have lots of questions in mind. For example, I cannot speak, I'm not good at English, how to speak, what to say, and so on. And in this way, you have lots of doubts in your mind that you keep thinking about. And when you keep thinking and when you keep doing this for a long time, you begin to doubt your capability of speaking English. You start creating thoughts in your mind that it is not going to happen, this is going to be very difficult for you, and it is something that you cannot do. Your focus is on thinking and not on doing something positive. You start feeling negative about yourself. It makes you not want to take any steps to improve your English. It makes you believe that it cannot happen. And once you start having this feeling that it is not going to happen, then it really becomes difficult for you. So what you need to do is not think too much about anything. Take small steps. Start learning with something funny, something easy, or something that makes you happy. Start doing something that you are interested in. Never ever start with something very difficult or complicated. And practice whatever you learn. The next point that I'm going to share with you is perfection. We are humans and we have this habit of being perfect. We want to be perfect at everything. In my opinion, this is not possible, because no one is perfect in this world at anything. But here I'm talking about the English learner who wants to be perfect in English. It is natural. It is totally natural to have this feeling, but this is not right. This is not really right. Sometimes we want to be perfect in English. So we try to learn each and everything. We try to learn everything in English, even if it is not necessary. You want to be perfect at using good words. You want to be perfect at pronunciation. You want to be perfect at speaking fluently. And there are so many things. If you are one of those who want to be perfect in English, then let me tell you one thing, that you are complicating your journey of learning English. When you try to be perfect, you never reach your goal. You are never happy. You are never happy about learning English. You are never happy about what you know. It reminds me one of the English learners. I will not mention his name here. He was speaking quite well. He was able to share his ideas, his thoughts, his feelings. He was using good words in English. But one thing that was very negative and irritating about him was that he wanted to be perfect in English. He was not satisfied with his English. He was not happy. He wanted to learn everything in English, which I don't think was possible. Actually, when he started learning English, someone insulted him or said something negative about his English language. So he had that thought in his mind, one day I will be perfect in English. So the point is that he was not happy in spite of being able to speak good English. Why? Because he wanted to be perfect. So my advice for you is not try to be perfect. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. So just keep trying to improve your English, but be happy and positive about your learning and about what you know. Be positive about your learning. The next point that I'm going to share with you is to appreciate yourself. English learning is a long process and it is not going to happen overnight. Obviously, it takes time. It takes time to reach where you want to be. Sometimes you feel that everything is going in a very nice way and that you are very happy about your learning English. You are very happy about your English. You are happy about your learning. You are improving. You are getting everything. You are speaking well. But sometimes what happens with English learners that they feel that they are not improving at all. They feel that they are at the same level as they were earlier. This is a quite common issue that English learners face. If this is something that is happening to you, do not worry about it. It is natural to have this feeling sometimes when you are learning English. Don't need to feel negative about it. Whenever you feel frustrated and you feel stuck about your learning, or if you feel negative, then just be calm. See how many things you have learned so far. If you were able to do that, you will be able to learn that as well. Appreciate yourself for learning and covering different topics in English, whether it's about grammar, or anything else that you have learned. Appreciate yourself every single day for trying your best. In this way, you will be positive about your English and you can learn new things very easily. Next and last point that I'm going to tell you is don't compare yourself to others. Never ever do this. Never do this to yourself. Many of us have this habit of comparing our learning to others, which is again a very destructive habit. Why do you need to compare yourself to others? It is not going to improve your English. It might make you feel negative about you and your learning, and I'm sure you don't want to do that. Here you need to understand that every learner has a different capability and different likes and dislikes. Every learner has different opportunities. You cannot compare the sun to the moon. They shine at their own times. That's what you need to understand, that you are the best in your way. You have the power to learn anything. When you compare yourself to other people who are better than you, you might ask yourself a lot of questions like he is speaking so clearly, why I'm not able to do so? He is so fluent in English. And there are no limits to these kinds of questions. If you do this, you start doubting your capabilities and having negative feelings about yourself, about your English. It will make you feel like you are not good enough to speak English. You might feel hesitation while speaking in English. You start speaking negative about your English because you have a thought in your mind that you are not good enough, which is not true. As I said, you are the best and you can do anything if you try. If you want to compare yourself, you must compare yourself to yourself only. You will count your achievements, which will make you learn more positively and happily. These are the 4 points that are important for you. I'm sure if you keep these points in mind, your journey of English learning will be full of fun and full of positivity. Do let me know in the comments if you like this video or not. So that's all for the day. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye.